Hey, what's happening, guys? Dan Darrow here with another Options and Play video update. Uh, all sorts of things going on today. Just maybe a continuation of what we've seen this week, where just really massive rotation, like out of growth tech into value, into reopen, and kind of interestingly, we're starting to see some of like the precious metals get better. So this gold, silver, they have been a focus at different points in the past, like year or so for us, but lately a little bit less so. Actually, the most recent trade was actually a short on silver. Now it's silver is a totally different setup, but we didn't go over this on Monday, and it was actually one of the things I wanted to talk about in the video this week. And as the week played out, there was other things that were a little bit more pressing. But what's interesting is that gold, after like a nice month, is starting to get a little bit better, and just kind of wanted to like walk through like what I'm thinking and maybe what like the next trade for me would be. I mean, I know some of you guys may already be involved with this, but just for me, just kind of like walk you through what I'm thinking. And one of the main things right now is just for gold. It's just I want to wait and see. Okay, so like I really want to see if it can hold this higher level above the 100-day. I mean, not only is it a big moving average, right? So I mean, not only is it kind of like an important moving average, but it also kind of lines up pretty nicely with like this like breakdown support level, right? So what you'll see is when I finish on the line is that it was like the quick pivot, had a little bit of a bounce, and then breakdown, right? So now not only has GLD moved to reset above the 100-day, which is this blue line, but it's also in the process of working and trying to get back through 170, which was kind of like this big, more important support level, right? So first things first, I want to see if it can hold. If it can hold, then obviously the chart opens up. I mean, mid 170s doesn't seem like too much of a stretch. I mean, you got the 200-day there. It also kind of lines up with like the previous like bounce resistance. So there does seem to be space, but it really comes down to whether it can stabilize, right? Like, can it hold? And the way I see it, I mean, that's something that's going to be determined by time, right? Like one day, great day, nice action, but I want to see like a couple days, maybe a couple weeks chopping around, and then you can look at potentially like a longer term swing idea, right? Actually, let me do this because the price points aren't showing up. Okay, there we go. So now you can see the price points. Okay, right. So if it does do that, then maybe like 2 months out. That's been kind of like the time frame I've liked on GLD trades in the past. So like swing trades, 2 months out. Going with like some spreads oftentimes. I mean, I just like that because I can manage my premium, especially because sometimes GLD options can carry some like higher priced out of the money options, like the skews a little bit steeper. What's interesting too is that the GDX actually looks a little bit more a little bit more of like a bull setup right now versus what the GLD is doing. And you can see like I have this trend line drawn, right, and from like the top of August down to where we just were in April, you can see that very clear resistance, which it looked like we were going to fail at in April, and then busted through it, right? And what's great about this move is that back test, bounce, and now it's working on a potential higher high versus this April move, right? And it's also working on a move above the 200-day, right? So coming out of like a major downtrend, right? You had breakout, back test, and now it's working on a higher high. This could be like a pretty fast move if it gets going. And GDX, obviously, it's going to be impacted by what gold is doing, but if gold can hang in and start to hold some higher levels, then GDX can maybe start to work out of this lower pattern. Like these are setups where I feel like when they do start to move, you can have some like extended runs in a direction, and like GLD, I like the 2 month time frame. GDX, it would probably be something similar. 2 months out, look at options. If it goes soon, maybe out through June. If it takes a little while, maybe out through July. And again, like spreads, something closer to the money, maybe using like the higher priced out of the money options as like a opportunity to maybe like lighten up the risk, right, with some spreads. But both of these are focus. Of the two, I'd say GLD maybe needs a little bit more time. GDX, though, could be a little bit closer to making a move or making a run, especially if it can like hold here and then build through the 200-day, because like this is starting to work out of a long-term downtrend, and these types of resolutions can really build speed fast. All right. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm looking at. I'll keep you updated, and stay tuned for some trade ideas there. All right. So if you like this video and you're looking for more information on swing trading with options or trading some of like these metals with options, please follow up with the link in the description of the video for more information on options and play. Hope you have a wonderful night. Stay well, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.